4th PsyOp group posted a new video to their Instagram. Here's how the video begins.
Goddamn army.
It's very nicely done. I'll try to decode this video building on previous decodes. A Special Forces ex-military insider exposed to me the secrets of the Ghost Machine videos. The video uploaded over a year ago titled Among the Stars, Ghost Machine Secrets Decoded in Summary. I would say this is the foundational video for understanding what they're trying to convey. In short, the first Ghost Machine video was referring to 3 different locations. There's 1 location in Germany and 2 locations in the United States. The first Ghost Machine video featured a subway station in Stadtmont, Germany, and that word means town square. The time on the clock, 6:46, was a reference to New York, as it's an area code. So together the reference spot is Times Square. And the Ghost Machine videos as a whole have a theme of alteration of time itself, or time manipulation. In one scene, a dial, the numbers 6, 2, and 8 are accentuated. And so those 3 numbers refer to a 3rd location in New York called Avenue of the Stars. This address goes to a field area with a safe house. This safe house area was symbolically referenced in the second deleted video called Among the Stars. In that same video, you see this image, which is another reference to that. Other elements which I discussed in the summary video include an image sent to me by this supposed ex-military person that shows a constellation Virgo overlaid on the field of that address, also fitting over Times Square, New York, and subtly referenced with a zoom out symbology in the Among the Stars video, now deleted. Again, would refer to this video for the full context. So now looking at the new video, it starts with a tape recorder theme which we've seen in previous videos. We're shown as movie film, and this projects onto this TV screen where we have the Betty Boop motif of the clown being turned into the ghost. After that, we transition to an overhead shot where you're shown a man in a white mask looking up. As the camera zooms in, you see paper cards falling to the ground. This theme appeared in the very first Ghost Machines video with air dispersal of propaganda leaflets. In the very first Ghost Machines video, a man is shown in the field with the word ghosts. He has a white mask. The mask appears as an important symbolic motif in the second Ghost Machines video. So I'm going to quickly cover the character self-insert stuff. It's more than likely just coincidental, but it is something you have to consider at least a little bit because of the alleged connection the insider who shared me things has, and some other connections which I'll show you. So Ghost Machines 2 was uploaded on May 1st, 2024, and this bodiless mask was shown. On March the 4th, 2024, I, the person speaking to you, was interviewed by Alpha Warrior as a Rumble channel. I presented myself wearing this white cat mask with a little red area here. And so given the timing of this video coming out March 4th, next Ghost Machine video May 1st, I wondered if the following Ghost Machine video had a veiled reference to myself wearing the mask, showing it here. The 4th Psychological Operations Group is considered a military information support operation, along with the 8th Psychological Operations Group. The 8th Psychological Operations Group follows many important accounts. To the present day, they still follow Alpha Warrior. And so what I imagined was that the 4th and 8th POG are aware of Alpha Warrior's activities, and that he's a very serious military truth seeker. And so then both groups became aware of myself because he interviewed me, and so the Easter egg was dropped, with the lightning bolt being a symbol of the red spot. I'm also followed by General Flynn, though this might not be a big deal as he's following 19,000 people. General Flynn tagged Elon Musk in a tweet, Into the Light, which was a preview of a documentary to be released August 4th. I'll show you here that the preview references 4th POG. General Flynn, Alpha, and the Anon source, which I'll tell you about more, may represent this other thing alongside the military. If it seems I'm speaking authoritatively on this other thing, be not deceived. I know it's a folly of pride to fall for the self-character or insert concept without true proof. I hold a high degree of skepticism towards my own statements, which I'm not representing here as claims, but when you're freely theorizing and connecting the dots, you have to say things that may be taken as claims of fact. So continue on with the video decode. There is this written on one of the papers, which I don't understand. This paper leaflet scene was shown in the previous video by 4th POG. We're shown this ghost patch, a cassette being placed. We're shown maybe this other thing standing, and they're stating we are everywhere. There's an X over them, which I don't know what it means. We're shown a plane dropping propaganda pamphlets. We're shown an inflatable tank, which is a part of Psy War. We're shown propaganda being blasted through the streets. And we're shown what I'm about to show you, which gets into the weird stuff I've covered in previous videos about play-to sequence.
There's another force applied in combat that we generally don't think of as a weapon of war. That weapon is word.
So what do you think that means? We're shown a masked person looking up to overhead, waving, and there's a transition of scenes. We go from streaked ground with glitch transition to a grassy field, same guy waving. This is the type of stuff that excites me from the theory standpoint. Even though there are 4 scenes, I do not believe it's conveying the 4 branches of the military. It's conveying the concept of there being multiple realities. You can argue that it's also conveying the concept of timeline wars. Like maybe there is a force causing an individual to be on one timeline, and then that force that's an action that changes the time, causing that person to function on a different timeline. So you can say it's a system of benevolent and malevolent forces using technology to alter time itself. Or you can say it's just a more abstract concept of there existing multiple simultaneous realities where different versions of one person are doing slightly different things. The timeline theory is covered in depth in the video Among the Stars, Ghost Machine, Secrets Decoded in summary. I was surprised by the symbology because I was more or less directly told this by the Anon supposed Special Forces ex-military contact. I've not been in any contact with this person in several months. Of course, all this stuff is extremely hard to believe. I don't know, what much to believe, but I won't deny that the patterns are indeed there. When you compare the video Ghost Machine to Among the Stars, the videos do seem to reference one another, and they do seem to tell the story of actions taking place in different timelines. This other entity that's unknown, they go to a remote field to conduct research in one of the timelines. There is a command center where this is all planned out. I was told that the dark side of the moon that doesn't face Earth is strategically important. This is the reason why China is referenced in several of these videos. China had announced activity on this part of the moon. The moon symbology is present in the second Ghost Machine video, and so are various references to China. And while I'm on the subject of the second Ghost Machine video, I'll just get this out of the way. There is a strange code that appears in the video description. I went ahead and asked Grok what it means. In Grok's explanation, something shocking was revealed. Of note, it took Grok at least 10 minutes to generate the response, as long as this AI has ever taken to generate the response. And so I'll read for you the key parts here. The code shown in the video's metadata or description. The group often embeds hidden elements in their content to engage viewers, such as Morse code and audio, images hidden in spectrograms or ciphers. The goal is to filter for recruits who can spot and solve them, demonstrating skills like pattern recognition and persistence. These videos have garnered attention on platforms like Reddit and RARG and R codes, where people collaborate to decode hidden messages. For example, Ghost Machine 2, Morse code in the audio decodes "All roads lead to you." The SSTV signal reveals an image with the text "You belong here with us." So I've yet taken the time to verify this, but I do find it quite interesting. Also with the self-character insert idea, you wonder, could they be referring to one single individual? In a more exoteric sense, you would say the "all roads lead to you" is a reward of "you figured it out, so come join us," or something to that effect. Gematria for "all roads lead to you" is not all that interesting, but I will point out you have "prepare yourself," which is contextually appropriate. And also you have 10 Days of Darkness, the Phoenix Rising, and maybe intergalactic travel. I'm using this database. The "You belong here with us" leads to "The storm is upon us," 144. Maybe Jesus returns soon in the second coming of Christ. Insanely, in a Jewish gematria, it's November 20th, which is today's date. Now that's something. If there are personal references on the idea of would I join them, would say that, based on everything I've told, there are forces working to create a better future for all of humanity, and I certainly would want to join them. I would not want to join any death cults. All right, so back to the first Ghost Machine video. You have this scene with the Statue of Liberty. You see the static lines and you hear the radio static. So again, this appearance of static is supposed to be symbolic of time alteration. Maybe merely just the timelines constantly splitting, as will be predicted in quantum mechanics. See my series Mini Worlds Interpretation Quantum Foundations. And in previous videos, I mentioned about the Mandela effect of the Statue of Liberty having the other arm raised. And so this could be a subtle reference to that as well. Mandela effect theory is about time alteration. In the very last communication by the secret source, directly mentioned the Mandela effect and also described the blockchain as like a type of mechanism for the alterations. Seeing anything we touch as a weapon concept is just bringing the idea that the complex media production, like in a studio, is the new type of weapon for Psywar. We're then shown pictures of people surrendering in different ways. Important to note that you get the phrase which you'll hear.
Telling the truth is the only way in which to influence people.
So this might be a moral stance being projected in the video, saying that we are about the truth. We're not deceiving with our methods to bury in lies. I don't know. This code shows up to. I ran this by Grok, the 14384 MGM. Grok said it was probably real one batch 3, 1984, but did suggest that if the letters are reversed, it could subtly refer to a specific latitude and longitude for 8 degrees 34 minutes 1 second. So then the night is shown. There's a video I previously uploaded called Boone Cutler Passing and the Night Saves the King Synchronicity, which is coincidentally during the No Kings protest timeline, and the untimely passing of dearest Charlie Kirk, who I speculated could be the knight sacrificed to save the king, Donald Trump. But given that the night is shown and it is black as night, it probably represents something else. So around the time the second POG video came out, the secret source that had sent me a message at 2 a.m. and it was just this image of the night. I was told the theme of the second POG Ghost Machine video was that it's a spiritual message. For example, image shown at 2:34 has the time 9:45, referring to Revelations 9:4-5. Read Revelation 9 in its entirety. I was given this info, which I believe is safe to share. I would assume you can correlate the information in the post you shared with the information I've shared with you previously. First off, no one's sending rockets into space without the military having a hand in it. Secondly, Elon owns shares in multiple companies that have contracts with different branches of the military and intelligence agencies. Thirdly, there are specific operations and projects that we work directly with Elon. He is privy to some state secrets as well as outsourced projects we handle. Think of what happened with TikTok right now, Twitter, X as well. Only one word can describe it: Psywar. And Psywar is the key word of the Ghost Machine videos. And fifth generational warfare is what General Flynn has been educating the public on. He and Boone Cutler authored the book, The Citizen's Guide to Fifth Generational Warfare, Introduction to 5GW. The knight is on the crest for the Army Psychological Operations Division. I believe in this context, the knight represents strategy and the Trojan horse. The knight appears blurred in the second POG video with the phrase invisible hands. Timestamp 2 minutes 5 seconds. The knight appears in the first video at timestamp 2:29. Next scene, we have the light dawning on the ruddy mask. This might be veiled moon symbology, as the moon has a ruddy surface. The knight appears again with an overlay of the ghost and clown motifs. We get various representations of Psywar ghost motifs. We get more glitch effect. And then we have the recruitment pitch, join PSYOP. It's worthy to note this video is 1:17 long, minute 17 seconds. 117 is an important number detailed in this video. Secret number 117. Storm Shadow tagged me into one of Alpha Warrior's posts. Alpha notes that the newest Ghost Machines video on Instagram came out at 10:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It corresponds that to 17 post 1001. Where do these roads lead? Each print is associated with cardinal direction, north, south, east, west. Sacrifice, collect, classified 1 and classified 2, tunnels. Table 29, HRC, pure evil, C-word. He shares an image for post 117. You see Navy ships, and then text, why was the arrest of Al-Weed and others important? How is Al-Weed and BO tied to Huma? Why did Al-Weed finance BO pre-political days? Why did Al-Weed finance BO pre-political days? That's Barack Obama, by the way. What book did Barack Obama caught reading? Why was this disregarded as false? Why is this relevant? Why would the President of the United States be reading this book? How is Al-Weed and HRC connected? Who is HRC's mentor? How about the Bush Sr. Jr. connection? What occurred post 7-Eleven gas station? What war did we enter into? What was the purpose and disclosures given? Who financed 7-Eleven gas station? Ghost Machine 2 is 3 minutes 11 seconds long. The original video is 3 minutes 35 seconds long. 3:35 actually coincidentally has timestamp in the post itself, and then no coincidences. 3:31 has this obscure post. Maybe all of these wives are their own high priestess, ULT. That's where we see the symbolism, the slip-ups. If you understand this post, let me know. So that pretty much concludes Decode, but we'll go on to share with you some additional information if you continue watching. There's an optimistic piece and a negative piece. All right, so the good piece, I'm gonna share with you The actual message is sent to me by the anon individual. This is May 10th, 2022. This individual laid out his case for special meanings behind Ghost Machine, the original. Leaving New York, Ghost, Times Square, 046, 1846, Liberty, Psy War. We have the night, spelled K and N. This is where I sort of wondered if this is a specific individual, like Charlie Kirk. I don't know. It was shared with me, which I mentioned in a video in the past, that certain events like a manhole explosion in Times Square could be manipulated in time and space to occur or not occur in certain realities. I was shown this map in New York. I was shown the name of the train station in Germany, area code, the astrological significance, which I've not really taken time to go into in this video, the specific location for a message in the stars, the location, avenue of the stars, the abstract concept of influencing time, infinite meaning, 268 Avenue of the Stars being a 5.5 acre lot, Delta Virginius, the concept of a physical and a paradoxical timeline, the Delta Point. Sorry, there was a group I had to redact, but the special group had an HVT. There was a focus point of time shifting, a planned execution of many civilians. As far as I know, there was a standoff. The origins of the op originated at this location. I was tasked to get the specifics. I'm now relaying the specifics in order to prevent something that hasn't happened. Yes, I acknowledge this could be made up, but at the same time I considered that this could be real, and my source has not left me reason to doubt him. Refer back to the ghost video. It will break the timestamps for you to understand what I'm explaining. Timestamps given. Closing. We influence what? Warfare is evolving, not necessarily for public, more of a broadcast warning to those who wish to play the game. Tell me though, when overlapping the images, do they align at least to high percentile? Definitely not a square overlapping a triangle. It is yet to be determined whether or not the address is where the enemy started or where we started the op. He's speaking of a different timeline than our current timeline. Photons and harmonics, ripples that we as humans cannot smell, taste, hear, or touch, but certain instruments can detect focused waves, but they're tuned to an event. Record the event, trace the waves. It's like following a tuning fork in the dark. A lot more to it than that, but in a nutshell. Share with me an event I was unaware of, April 11th, 10th, something of this magnitude, especially coming from New York. Do you recall anything regarding it? Just asking as a personal question, I have zero recollection of this, and something like this would have been brought to my attention. The previous, you can execute a post, explosion, ME as a Mandela effect, correlation to ghost video in New York. But not the address, not now. We are directing that information and waiting for a reply. It is critical that it is not reported on, not yet. There's been another coordinated shift, and we are assessing information of its GPS. I'm relating information to two others. I will drop all three at the same time. Another ghost broadcast will drop soon. My guess within a week. Can you find any relating images online of this other view? Green light on what we have discussed here regarding ghost video and the Manhattan and 268 Avenue of the Stars address. Feel free to post or create content to post for your audience. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you there. Now for the negative thing. Just as I told you the previously described reality where the other group is somehow having a timeline war using advanced technology, there is another consideration that the PSYOP community had been infiltrated with those with bad intent, or maybe the mind virus Elon Musk has been afraid of. So for this other view of things, I'll just share with you some things. So for the original Ghost in the Machine video, you can see that there were quite a few downvotes. The downvotes relate to the idea of concern for being manipulated by the military. Here, one person says, everything is a weapon, even this video. We're talking about a weapon on the minds of people. This poster, damn, this video hit me in an uncomfortable way. COD civilians have no idea. Been in it for 15 years, this video really got me. Fed posting in real life, LMAO. So there's that view, and there's just some things brought to my attention. So this account, the conservative hippie, brought to my attention this YouTube video, U.S. Army, Emma, The Calling, Go Army 2021. This is the video where we're shown Emma and her two moms protesting for love and being able to love anyone you want and being respected regardless of your beliefs and your personal choices. So you can see that there. And then the marriage of Emma's two moms is celebrated. And so at the end of the video, it's revealed that Emma is...
I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
Okay, so the 4FIAP group uploaded 2 new videos. This one is Cywar Underground Episode 1, and here, Emma Malone Lord is being interviewed by Jay. All right, and at the 33:20 timestamp,
take that home to your
So
spouse.
all these events you've got coming up.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
all the
you're
events, all my
blasting it
contact
out.
information, all the things.
Well, Emma, I was going to take a shot at your last name, but I'll leave it up to you if you can pronounce it one time.
So my name's Emma Malone Lord. My joke is always
Lord.
It's Post Malone and then Lord Jesus Christ.
There it is.
Okay, and then this account, Sasha Brooke Cloud, brought to my attention. This account here, Luhan.
Hey everybody, hi, it's Luhan. Today we're doing the Norwegian Ruck March, but worse. 18 miles, 18 beers, sub 4 hours and 30 minutes. Will this butt hatch baby make it? Time will tell. So excited to drink, I'm literally shaking, man. Oh, it's almost breathalyzer time. 3, 2, 1. Friend number 2 says, on leg 1, I throw up a beer.
And here she reveals her affiliation with PSYOP.
First counseling in the Army ever?
No.
My first counseling in the Army was when I was in AIT at PSYOP school, and I was just this little itty bitty thing because I was a vegetarian back then. And so I would always be constantly freezing. So at PT in the morning, you have like an outer.
We have this part here.
Downgrade. And I said, oh fuck. I started stripping. I had all these pajamas, like these fuck ass pajamas underneath my clothes. I got my first ever counseling, got all my privileges taken away. But then I went upstairs and I thought it'd be a good idea to write a paper on how I was gonna PSYOP the drill sergeants into giving me my reds back. And it worked.
This is a very popular YouTuber at 483,000 subscribers. In the Black Pill zone, you can argue that all this content on this channel is subversive, as there's not a universe where drinking and rucking is a good idea, and that it may be a propaganda effort to sully the authority and serious reputation of the military, and that Emma's inclusion as the very first interview for the channel is proof of a left-wing bias of Army PSYOP for those with the mind virus fears. In stating these things, I'm not saying that this is the reality. I'm just sharing this alternative view for you to juxtapose with all that said previously. It's important to be able to parse through coincidence versus intention. And if we're multiversal with many timelines, it's important to keep the consideration that these moral positions, good versus evil, could be changing in real time as we shift off into various realities, or that there may be much kayfabe and acting out the evil and good role as a part of a complex symphony orchestration. If what I share with you does make sense, do give a like or follow. If it is true that none of us are free, then you may say that I'm a slave to the truth, attempting to cut to the heart of the matter whenever possible. Thanks for watching.